And more of my minor failures aside. All right, cool. Wow. That's a nice roll for Strahd.
Great starting cash, yep.
Wow. Nice.
It's actually not too bad. I mean, you could have rolled all ones. And
I get to add my 3 new yen left over from Kerjan.
Wow, tight.
Don't worry, I feel you there.
Cage Shadow, I think you are echoing everything going through here.
Shouldn't be. My headphones usually cut that out, but if it is, I'll go to push to talk. See, I've got feed from you. You're transmitting permanently looking at my scope, but I will go to push to talk just to test. Just if I suddenly don't say anything, you know why.
I'm currently pushed to talk right now, and that's what I was looking at was I said something, and then I popped over to here.
All right. Okay. I'm just trying to actually find push to talk in Skype. Shows you how sensitive than that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a variety of settings.
If you've got to go tools,
Never mind,
options,
I'm an idiot.
advanced, hotkeys.
Sorry, guys. This was actually my bad. I forgot to turn off my stream. Broadcast. So I was hearing everything, and just so happened John was keyed up the whole time. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Damn, I need some coffee. Can you mail me some of that? The Express?
Yeah, sure. Coffee from the future. No worries.
All right. So, either way, let's see what I was going to say. Either way, you guys will all get anything else you guys need to get, or anything you guys need to get before we start here. Before I start.
Are we doing a quick shopping list?
Yes. Any stuff that you're planning on doing before the run.
Okay, thank you.
Fake license for augmentations are free for E2's Dockwagon Sin. Do I have to roll for that, or can E2 provide that automatically?
Say that one more time.
The BioWare Dockwagon hub contact, E2, well, that's the name. I want to get a fake license for my augmentations to go along with that Sin, because otherwise I can't really use it that much. Otherwise, I'll get had.
Yeah. All right.
Does he just roll for it, or is it just can he provide it automatically?
Nah, roll for it. I'm pretty sure it just.
So he's a 6-1, isn't he? Memory serves.
Yes, he is.
Right,
he's a 6-2. 6-2.
Okay, 6-2. So what's that? 14 dice.
+2 for it being his area of specialty, I think.
I don't know. I don't know if Sin counts for that. Really, does it?
No.
It's explicitly listed on his page, though, as a thing he provides.
Is it?
Yeah, the Dockwagon contacts provide augmentation licenses, and they can do it for sins other than the ones that they provide.
All right, then yeah, that is +2. I mean,
God damn it.
What's it? 9F. So 9F. Nope.
Oh man, that hurts.
That's a weird issue when you forget the 5. Is that it just goes out? Yep, that's just 12.
Wait. So hang on. What? Oh, still no bullets.
Yeah, live on the APDS thing.
Oh, god damn it.
Can you roll 9 for my fake license?
Yep. Was just about to do that.
Awesome. No plus. Give me. Yay.
Indeed, fake licenses for you.
That goes my Casper Jones identity.
Alrighty.
And $600. There.
Oh, come on.
And that's at least double time.
Cool.
Hey!
Um, 90. Come on.
Oh, that's progress at least. 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Fuck's sake.
Alright. And that's for some full body armor, which I don't think I'll get, but we can try.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad day.
It's like I once a game, roll for it. I'll eventually get it.
Hey, I'm still tracking on my 1 magazine of APDS at this point, so don't feel too bad.
Oh, right.
That said, I haven't had to fire a shot, so it's going a long way. It's well-traveled ammunition, but it's scarce.
Nice. Yeah. Right, do I get that in double time then?
That is indeed when you get it.
What's 2.5k double time? It's still not that long, is it?
Not particularly. I mean, it's how much?
Yeah, if it's under 10K, then it's a day. So
Yeah,
2 days.
Okay. So by the end of the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, full body armor is cheap as chips for something that's pretty heavily. It's weird. I don't understand. Alright. Okay, let's put it on the character sheet and we'll have that for next run. Awesome.
Alright, anything else for anyone?
Don't believe so.
Awesome. So, you guys are going to get a what do you call that? You're gonna get a message from your fixers with this location. And does anyone do any sort of lookup of where it is past the casual what part of town it's in?
No.
That's all I'd like to know.
Yeah, where is it?
It is in Renton. And I'm gonna go to Sherrod here first. What's Sherrod wearing? What they look like roughly, and what they're driving?
She is wearing Sleeping Tiger. She is a very towering troll, quite tall. Wearing, as I said, Sleeping Tiger. She's got a pretty standard troll face, a little bit squished in the front. Kind of squat as well in the face. She's going to be just standing with a harpoon in her hand, just sort of walking towards her vehicle. Stashes that in the smuggling compartment along with some other ordnance, some grenades, just a few of each different variety, all in that smuggling compartment. And Renton is in the north of the map.
No, southish.
Yeah, south.
Oh, okay, got it. Actually, so yeah, that equipment will be stashed in the vehicle, but then she's going to call up a Johnny cab in order to get to Renton, and she won't be bringing any weapons or anything like that.
I feel kind of like, set up and then let down here.
I had to check the area before I decided exactly what I was going to be bringing, but I definitely want to equip the vehicle.
Bring the assault cannon to the AA.
Yeah, that's why I was. Hey, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen someone bring something flagrantly illegal to a AA zone, and Henry would know about that time, but he would not been the person guilty of it. All right, and with that, we will go to Ghost. Where are you coming from? What are you wearing? What you look like?
Yeah, Ghost hangs out on the sort of west side of Redmond, up near Woodinville, by the Downfall, the pub up there. Old man in his 50s, worn ex-mercenary, so looks fairly rough and rugged. He is going to drive. But he's just going to go in his rapid transit kit, so sort of fairly everyday street arm. It's called rapid transit. It says in the book it's Ares Victory Rapid Transit, so it's fairly good for just traveling across the city. So, and he'll have a machine pistol on him if he's got license. It's not concealed. He doesn't have a concealed license. Sound test.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
all right. So, yeah, you're gonna head out there, and then Amazon.
For the record, Srod is coming from Tacoma, the Commencement Bay area, like north of it, northeast of it.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry I forgot to ask that.
No worries.
All right, so Amazon, first things first is before you start that, you find out it's a decent bar, or it's not like the literal best place ever, but this is probably a little early for its crowd. But it's not the most overdressed or run down place. I mean, you aren't going to need to bring something like Sleeping Tiger to fit in with the crowd there. And then all the questions that I've asked everyone else earlier.
Okay. Amazon will have most of her running gear either in her bags or in her smuggling compartment in her Honda Artemis, and she'll be heading there from Snohomish. Amazon is 6'3", athletic build, street Sam, and is not wearing her skull face paint because that would be a little ridiculous right now. This is not the appropriate time for it. She will just be rocking her armor jacket over her clothing and have the ballistic mask tucked into it. And she will have her dual machine pistols tucked into concealed quick-draw holsters.
All right, and you mentioned the rest of your gear is in bags?
Most of the stuff that's on her sheet basically is either in a combination of duffel bags, backpacks in duffel bags, or the smuggling compartment
All right.
in other bags.
Give me just 1 second here.
It's just her generic crap, but with all of the conspicuous stuff hidden. So it's not like,
All right.
hey, that's a nice jammer you have in your trunk there.
Speaking of which, can I get a etiquette plus reactions check, please?
Just Amazon or all of us or what?
Amazon, yes.
Okay, cool.
So far, the rest of you really aren't bringing anything too much. You're just that if you do get pulled over, you probably could get away with. I figure you're probably gonna get away with it.
Etiquette plus reaction, you said?
Yep. Actually, probably a little better because Amazon is Amazon. Yep, she drives casual. All right. And then finally, Elvander, all the various questions I've asked everyone earlier, where are you coming from, what you look like, what you're wearing, where are you bringing?
So, Redback's a... 1 sec.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
More like pause to order thoughts at 2 o'clock in the friggin' morning. Redback's a fairly slim but somewhat suntanned elf. Just a hair over 6 foot tall. Should be coming down on a bike, not carrying a great deal of gear. Cyber deck, machine pistol, and a stun baton. Generally keeps around in a lined coat, and should be coming down from near the Baron somewhere.
All right. And can I get that from you as well with the reactions plus etiquette?
It's all legal.
Machine pistol?
I have licenses for it all, I think. But sure. 1 moment.
You get there as well without any major issues. Even though you are coming through the Barrens, either you don't hit one of the mandatory checkpoints or you scoot around it very intelligently. And since no one really particularly designated a time, you all roughly arrive at this place roughly the same time. It's a pretty generic club. Standard for renting. Everything is average. Is anyone doing any sort of like particular lookout here, or are they just gonna head in?
Strahd will take a look around, close look.
All right, can you throw me a quick visual perception test? You're pretty sure you notice what appears to be a cyclops in one of the parking spots that looks like it's been modified to have a light rack or something.
Like a police vehicle?
Yes. Like it actually has a police light rack on it. In as official looking as you can get for a motorcycle that is as ridiculous looking as the Cyclops.
Do I see a potential driver of said vehicle?
Not at the moment, no. Not outside, at least.
But their location implies that they're inside, based on the fact that it's in the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Redback could give the street an eyeball as she walks up to the club, making sure no one's lurking.
Elvander sees no one is particularly watching. And then everyone else just walking in?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty. Amazon sees the. Amazon also sees that no one's particularly watching, but notices the entrances, the exits. Probably not too many people armed. There is. She also notices that Cyclops there,
Okay.
and with that, I guess you guys are just kind of looking around. I guess you're gonna head in, and what do you all? How are you all going to try and find this guy that you're supposed to be meeting with?
Well, what protocols did he give for the meetup? That is generally on the Johnson's end to do.
There was no real protocol given. You guys were given a location. You know, it's typical that these guys rent a room or something and with the party of Johnson, or I'm with me. You know,
Did we get a name? Did the Johnson give us a name? I can't remember.
Johnson.
Great. Well, at the moment, Ghost is going to go up to the bar and get a whiskey to start with. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
You get your whiskey.
Good. You know, enjoy it. Scan the crowd. See if anybody's keeping tabs on us beyond just the bouncers and the club security.
Well, there's. All right. This place is actually pretty. Well, Amazon, yeah. You recognize Amazon?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'll sort of follow close behind and just sort of blend in with someone that I recognize as a runner. Srod's not going to be taking the lead on finding the J.
Anyone else have a significant number of street cred
Ghost is 2.
Or notoriety.
or notoriety, for that matter?
I have my street cred is sweet fuck all.
And that ghost guy there is there too. All right. So.
Yeah, so I'll sort of,
Anyway,
look to them, nod to them, just sort of like, I recognize you. I'm here for the same purpose, and sort of follow their lead.
okay.
He's nobody.
She is nobody.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
but-
is nobody.
But does she look like a nobody? Does she look like a big fucking troll that's going to cave heads in?
I would argue yes, because troll.
That is racist, sir.
It may be, but it's also it's also
Yeah.
a stereotype because of a reason.
Yeah.
You see, troll in an argentum coat, and sort of recognize that this is probably a runner.
Okay, yeah. The moment you start seeing sleeping tigers and argentums showing up, it's runners.
Yes, but you don't particularly know the person. Is why I was.
Do any of them have duffel bags on them?
Did any of you bring a duffel bag into there? Because that was going to get
No.
stopped.
Ghost was openly wearing his machine pistol, so I don't know if they would have if security would have boxed that or not. I don't know.
Gotten stopped. Ghost actually would have gotten stopped with his
Yeah.
machine pistol.
Box to put it in, or are they just?
Say again. You kind
They-
of cut out there.
Sorry, do they have just a sort of a lockbox? You know, a coat rack for guns in this place? What sort of? I don't know.
The guy kind of looks at you when you mention the lockbox / coat rack thing, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "What sort of place or establishment do you think we're running here? This isn't the Barons."
To be honest, no idea. Right, that's all right. I'll swing. I'll give him a nod. No probs. I'll go out and put it in my smuggling compartment in my Jeep
All right.
and come back, and I'll happily let them pat me down. Just say I'll ditch the gear.
Do you have any other weapons on you?
Nope, none at all.
Okay? I was gonna say, is there anything that if he does pat you down, he's going to find that you don't want him to find?
No, Ghost is, fairly sensible old man. He doesn't carry any sort of trinkets and tricks and half a B&E breaking-in kit on him at all times.
Well, you'd be surprised what people bring. With that, he will get let in.
Yep, that's all right. Then whiskey.
And then the
Then the whiskey.
All right. So,
what it looked at the time of the Johnson meet, if no one actually comes in, starts scanning the crowd a bit. Well, I say crowd. You said it was pretty empty, but
it is pretty empty.
Let the time to the Johnson meet come, and if not, then it's an issue.
It's
a ghost.
Up to the time of the Johnson meet. It's pretty empty. You don't see anyone particularly looking. You guys have kind of idled around. There's the bartender kind of hems at you, trying to get your attention because you guys are kind of just sitting around. What's going on?
Amazon's gonna have gotten a drink to not be incredibly conspicuously standing around.
All right, so that means two of you have gotten drinks and are not being incredibly conspicuous. I mean, the few people that are in...
Shroud will order the cheapest thing, whatever scrawled into AR is a special, whether it's like the PBR equivalent, some sort of crappy soy beer, whatever's the cheapest.
Soy Foster's.
Right. You have very much kind of thrown some people with the way that, you have a incredibly expensive suit on, and then you go for the PBR of this. The stuff that's lower than Soy Wiser.
She's here for business, not pleasure.
So, I mean, you're probably getting a few odd looks as a troll in a freaking sleeping tiger. Anyone else do? So, does anyone say anything to the bartender?
Redback will wander up to the bartender, purchase a beer, and casually mention that she's here to meet a friend. Is there a private room some back?
The bartender kind of hesitates for a moment and goes, do you have a name for your friend?
I think Mr. Johnson is what he's called.
She nods and she goes, yeah, the bartender will nod and kind of motion for you to go motion towards a back room. And unfortunately, that is not a good enough role in this case because you kind of are acting very much out of how people are expecting a troll to act in every single way. You aren't even acting like a charismatic troll in this kind of situation because you're getting crappy beer.
Failure by choice.
Contradiction. Redback will politely thank the bartender and then head out back.
All right.
Yep.
Can we hear that conversation?
Well, at about 1 minute till, Amazon will ask, by the way, is the Johnson party in?
He'll nod and he'll motion to the same back room that you saw Elvander sneak off, or Redback sneak off to. I think that was the person, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Amazon will thank him, tip him, stand up, and head over.
All right, and I assume Sarad's just going to follow.
Follow everyone else, absolutely.
Little lost duck.
Ghost probably notices that several of the people who entered roughly the same time, have just walked off in a relatively short period of time, including one person that is clearly following someone else.
Yeah. I'll knock back. Get another one from the barman and just say to him, I presume that's a Johnson party.
He nods and says, yeah, that's Johnson party.
Thank you. Take the whiskey and go on through.
All right. You guys enter the back room in the order of Redback, Amazon, Sherrod, Ghost. And there's a guy sitting back there. He has kind of an annoyed look on his face. He's
someone on mute?
Sorry?
What? Say again?
We've just lost Henry on the call. By the looks of it on Skype.
Oh yeah, it looks like he just dropped.
And Henry,
He's back. He lives.
Strange.
All right. So like I was saying, you guys enter into the building or enter into the back room in the order of Redback, Amazon, Strahd, Ghost, and you see a gentleman who looks very, very somewhat annoyed, like he doesn't want to be there. He kind of holds himself with the air of authority that you expect from knights errant. But he is, if anyone's looking at mate in AR, he is not running any sort of identifying information. He's not running a comlink, apparently.
don't comment on it. His choice.
When you guys enter, he goes, come in, have a seat.
Strahd will do so.
Yep.
The music that's playing in the back can still kind of be heard here, and I take it everyone's going to come in and have a seat.
Yep. I will also take a
Yep.
seat.
Yep.
And all right, let's see here.
If there's a seat facing the door, Redback will take that one.
All right. Redback will definitely notice a device is running silent. It is, in fact, a comlink. And what is there any questions that Redback would like to ask here?
Is there a visible identity on it or anything along those sorts?
A John Johnson of Johnson & Johnson.
Can I pull a com code?
You may, in fact, pull a comp code.
I will keep a note of that.
All right.
That's all for now.
Alrighty then. And with that, he goes, hi. I called you here today because I need your assistance with a issue that I have been told not to touch.
Speciality of ours.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. My microphone just got just went mute. He goes, there's a small gang in the Barrens that is come to my attention that is blatantly engaging in human trafficking, and I would like them to not do that anymore. Specifically, they're using a vehicle to use this, and I think that if that vehicle were to get sufficiently damaged, that they may not decide to do this anymore, or may be hampered enough that I could at least justify being able to come in there. He goes and he says, is there any questions that you would like to ask?
What's the specifics on the vehicle?
As far as I know, it's a very heavily modified bulldog.
Easily identified?
Unfortunately, it appears that that they have spoof chips in it, and they have a habit of run as many Baron's vehicles do. It has a habit of not having a license plate.
What if it's modified? What? Yeah, that.
Any visual footage?
He goes, I believe that there were some that had gun ports on it.
Do we know their area of preferred operations, and do you have any specifications about how you want this issue handled, other than disabling their vehicle?
Ideally, I would like them taken care of as well, but disabling the vehicle seems like a good objective. I'd appreciate any more information that on these guys. I'm actually operating on a kind of limited basis. And he goes, and for the some of the other information I have collected on a dossier, and he slides a data chip across the table.
Ghost will pick it up.
It
Just
has
pocket it for the time being.
All right. He goes, unfortunately, I understand that this is rather low pay for what I'm asking, but
well, you haven't actually made the offer yet.
But he goes, I can only offer 10,000 Noyan each. I'm kind of operating out of my employer's interests right now in that respect.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you can offer? She says.
He goes, unfortunately not at the moment. No, I cannot.
Okay, you got a time frame for this job?
As always, as I'm sure people of your profession are known to, I would like this job done sooner rather than later.
Okay. Tap in data key that you give me, containing the schedules of any of or routes that anything you've managed to find out on there, I presume.
Say again.
I presume you may have some information about routes or schedules at least on this, as Ghost taps the data key that you gave me.
I have some information on that. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to connect out to my comlink and actually review and just try and quickly review it. I've got a DNI, so I just plug it into my comlink and then go through it quick.
Is anyone among us visibly carrying a cyber deck?
Not visibly. Stashed under my coat.
Yeah.
Why would you ever carry something like that visibly?
So yeah,
If
either...
sorry.
No, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, depending on how permanently this problem is solved, how to put this politely, if this problem is solved permanently, is there a possibility to be paid a little more?
He kind of hesitates. He goes, if you guys can handle this issue on a more permanent basis or get me information on who these guys are actually working for, because there's no way a small time group like this could actually or is actually doing anything with these guys. I might be able to handle or might be able to appropriate some funds from other sources.
Noted. Thank you.
That sounds good.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Because it's a kind of a maybe. I don't normally deal with people like you in a situation like this.
It shows.
Ghost will pinch his brow, his top of his nose. Turn and said, "Yeah, it does show." To my colleague. All right,
Everybody,
okay.
take a breath.
We're good. Sounds okay.
And
We'll disable it.
I believe these terms are agreeable. The core of the job will be to disable the vehicle, and there will be room for discussion about further compensation for information about the gang's connections and their other operations, and or for disabling their personnel more permanently. Correct?
yes.
Yes.
Acceptable.
No
All right.
worries.
I believe we have an arrangement.
Decker. No. He nods and he goes, good. And
Trust that data chip has all of the information that we will need to begin our work on this job.
it has all the information I have been able to discover on my own.
Trust us, that'll be enough.
And to Redback, it has a few big pictures of the vehicle that that appear to be taken surreptitiously. It appears to be nighttime in both pictures. There are what appears to be at least one or two gun ports on it. Some of the pictures show the vehicle stopped and a couple guys getting out, and more or less various poses of them beating someone or grabbing them and dragging them into this van.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they are targeting fairly healthy people for what's in the Barrens.
No worries. Did anybody get a... Oh, wait, I've got a comm code. Never mind.
Yes, and he goes, and if you guys need to contact me, you can contact me at this comm code. And he actually kind of motions and throws, or actually is on. He throws out another data chip, but it's also on the first data chip because technology is not his strong suit.
Cool.
Noted.
Right then.
Thank you.
Strahd is going to take a look for a back door.
There is not a back door in the specific booth you're in.
Okay. Not that I can see from this area.
Yeah.
I just don't want to walk back through the whole main thing again if I don't have to.
All right. You probably can find one if you go and look. It's actually going to be marked. It looks like it's got some sort of marking, or it looks like it's got some sort of mechanism on it that's connected to fire alarm. It says fire door.
Ghost is just going to walk out the front door again.
Yeah. So we should leave the man to his business and continue our work somewhere else, and then leave.
Amazon is going to just kind of look around for a few seconds and just go, okay, who wants to host the call? She has lost patience.
All right, I'll get it.
I did not use the fire door. I walked back out the front.
Ghost
fuck.
is an old man. He doesn't get this whole Matrix shit either.
So he might even have appreciated the fact that it's actually that you guys actually physically got handed the data.
Yep, old school.
All right. So you choose not to use the fire door, unfortunately. That would be great.
No. How Muppet can one party be?
It's early in the run for Muppetage, please.
Plenty of time for that later.
Call the Muppet. So you guys leave the place, and what are you doing?
All right.
Going?
Anybody have a preferred place to have a quiet conversation about what we're going to do about this, or shall we just scout about?
Well, at the very least, that's what the DNI call is for. Can we get that information passed along to everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
Ghost has got it plugged into his comm and we'll share it, and that's about as much. If you want it, Redback, and say you want it, he will happily hand it off to you.
Yeah, if you could pass me that chip, that would be helpful.
Yeah,
you don't look
not
like
a problem.
you have a great deal of experience about knowing what to do with it.
Nope. I ran with Matrix, digital support. Never did it myself.
Many thanks.
One of the things that's probably there actually has been a good number of information about where this has been primarily been seen. Looks like it's a decently sized area, not too huge.
Any obvious pattern to it?
No, not really. Actually, it seems to be that they are just striking areas inside of I would say probably 10, or actually probably 40-kilometer area in the Barrens, which isn't too much.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Let's start.
Strahd looks and goes, "Yep, that's Seattle."
Wait, I think it's the Barons, guys.
Yeah, how about we let's get to the Barons.
She's not positive though.
Let's get whatever gear we need, get to the Barons, get set up there. Let's because Renton's not exactly the place for Barons gear.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest anyone who needs heavier gear for this op, get it now, and we can set up a forward operating base at a no-tell or at a bar with a back room that feels like loaning it out for a bit. Or
I know
we might
just
be on
the
this
place.
for a few days, probably not something so temporary.
You got a place, Redback?
For a short term, there's a bar near the bargain basement that's doesn't ask too many questions and doesn't mind weapons.
Is that pretty close to our area of operations?
Where's this bar?
Like,
From previous experience, it's between Snamish and Bargain Basement, so slightly south of Redmond.
I just want to make sure that we don't have to cross Glow City every time we're going to and from the AO from our forward operating base. Like, that's what this mostly amounts to.
You have to go right into Glow City and sit for 10 minutes to get there.
I just rolled area knowledge Seattle to see if I know a place close to the op area.
You do, in fact, know a place fairly close. The gang, it's a small gang. Equivocation is a very small gang calling themselves. As I realize I forgot to actually give them a name. They are calling themselves the. Wow, this is not. I just went to a generator to get one real quick, and it's giving me some pretty ridiculous ones.
We need to hear what these are that are so bad you refuse to even say them.
The Owls. I am not doing that. Sorry.
The Dodge Scoot crew.
Pretty much stuff like that.
Sponsored by General Motors.
Sapphire aliens. No, they aren't that. Actually, this one's not super terrible. The denim skulls. They're very small. This is kind of a. They sound like they. As far as you know, they haven't been very active for very long.
What's the for contact knowledge again? Is it?
Say again?
What's the roll for contact knowledge again? My brain's failing me.
I think it's connections times 2 plus loyalty.
Yes.
Alright.
It's a pirate radio station. Talks to gangs. I shit you not.
Nice.
I'm sorry. My immediate thought is Professor K from Jet Set Radio Future. Lil Boom will tell you in his most bombastic voice that he'll confirm pretty much everything you guys have heard or said, and say that they have been primarily they seem to be primarily taking an area that's been left more or less up for grabs at the moment. It doesn't really have a lot of businesses to shake down, so it's not super important to other gangs.
Mm-hmm.
And they have kind of staked that as their own.
Right.
Weirdly enough, in spite of the fact that they are a small gang, word is that they actually do have a hacker.
Interesting.
And there's some rumors, but nothing. And there's some rumors, but there's nothing really concrete yet. They're, like I said, they're a very small gang, so it's not like they actually have the clout to really go to these people. They may be selling to some of them. Trying to act as a as someone who's getting people for whatever nefarious reasons that underworld players may need those. All right. And I think it's not super far from the bar was not super far from that location, but I think Ghost knows a location that is a little closer. As in, he can actually probably find one of the few businesses in there, and it'll be either a bar, and knows where the bars and such inside that territory actually are, as well as some of the ones that are slightly outside.
Cool. Do we want to go outside the area, or do we want to go just actually go in it a bit to set up shop? Amazon, thoughts?
We want to be outside of their area of operations, but close to it for easy transit. But we don't want to be in their turf.
Okay, we'll take a bar then, just out, just a little bit away from where they've been operating. Then ping the location to everybody across the DNI. Ghost will probably say, he's going to go there, he's going to go and grab some gear, and he'll see everybody there in like an hour. Okay. Don't know where you guys got to go to pick up any gear or whatever, and we can work out some more details once we're there. No point doing it in Renton. Jeep and head out, I think.
All right. And it's been about an hour. Does everyone want to take a break, or are we good with continuing?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I usually don't really feel like the first hour needs the break.
I ask because I have a tendency to forget to ask for breaks until someone goes, "Look, I need a break."
Oh God, I'm dying. Please let me do something.
Exactly. I'm trying to do for this game here. All right.
I'm good.
Let's crack on then.
So you guys find a location. It's not. It's up to you whether it's going to be a bar or a actual no-tell hotel or something that you can go to for relatively cheap. It's low quality wherever.
Let's go no-tell.
Less issue if we spread the gear out on the table that way.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong with you guys going into a bar and dumping out assault rifles onto a table.
Actually, the one I had in mind, it wouldn't matter. Ask Patty about
the
it.
problem in Redmond is that they're going to try to run with it.
Yeah, yoink.
Mhm. It is mentioned, of course, or one of the things that is mentioned in the that I forgot to mention about the in the dad chip dossier is that it mentions that this is in fact a lead zone.
A what zone? Sorry.
A what?
A lead zone.
What does that mean? Sorry, that's me being dumb.
KE does not do the lettered zones that everyone takes as just uses the approximate. Lead is basically the equivalent of a we don't go in there unless something's going on that we need to show up to.
So like an E zone.
Okay.
A D or E zone, yes.
Right. Cool.
Right. No explosions. We should be fine.
Yeah.
No one left to witness the explosions will also be fine.
This I can work with.
Okay. Once, if everybody's coming down to the no-tell, I know Ghost's first question when we get there will be, what are everybody's skill sets? What have we got to work with?
Well, Amazon will at this point unsling the backpack that she has, which she did not bring to the bar, and will withdraw an AK with a folding stock from it. And she will just point at it as though this is fairly evident.
Okay. Ghost will pick up the Ares assault rifle and nod and put it back down again.
So yeah,
Okay.
Strahd will sort of open up her coat, and you'll see sort of quick access to a variety of grenades. And she'll close the coat and just sort of pound her fists together, and you just hear sort of a rumbling thud that resonates through your body as her fists clash together.
Okay. And Redmond?
Redback holds up a
Redback's-
HK SMG in one hand and a Cyberdeck in the other. Take your pick.
Right. Oh, Ghost will look over to Srod and ask, any of those little throwing toys in there big booms?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Slow down. We got to find him.
Any special requests?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I want.
God, that
We
voice.
need to know what we can find them, because what wheels do people come in? What are people driving?
Mirage.
Honda
Toyota
Artemis.
Gopher.
Sorry, Amazon. What was yours?
Honda Artemis.
Is that a bike or a van? I can't remember.
That is a sedan. Slightly
Okay.
more expensive than a generic car. Better stats, better handling.
Right. Okay. Right. So we've got a car. We've got my Jeep. We've got the Mirage, and what does Strod come in?
It's a van.
Van. Okay. Cool.
Strahd? Oh yeah. I thought the Gopher was a pickup.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's just a two-seater. You're right. I almost
Yeah.
went with a step van, but went with a two-seater. Sorry.
Okay.
Turned it into a Toyota Technical.
The Battle of the Century.
Right. So yeah, what's the two most obvious playouts of this is we can find the van when it's not in motion, and we can just cook it with explosive while it's stationary, pretty easy. Or we're gonna have we're gonna be ripping through the streets of the Barrens, guessing, looking at Redback, you don't want to be soloing on your Mirage at that point.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be while the bullets are flying. My vote is find it, wait till it stops, make it go away, and the people with it go away.
Yeah, so how heavy are we going to go in? Are we just going to try and just remove them entirely to get the bonus, look for a bonus paycheck?
There's a bonus for permanence and a bonus for info.
Yeah, are we going to hit hard? Am I going to be loading stick and shock in this, or am I going to load an APDS?
I figure we should try to take at least one alive so that we can interrogate, work our way up the chain maybe, see who's in charge, see who's backing this.
Yeah, that works.
Remind me, GM Person Face, did I get anyone they might be tied to from that knowledge roll?
No one in particular, but you do know that they are probably not doing anything with the people that they have. So they are probably selling it to someone. And there's only so many people who do human trafficking in the underworld.
Okay.
I got a gun runner contact. That's probably not so helpful, though.
Yeah. I'm just going to send basically a text message to my fixer, because he operates out the Barrens anyway, Badger does, and asking if he's heard any rumors on the street about human trafficking sales, one gang selling to another. So you got any rumors? Can I do a contacts roll for that?
Sure. He kind of picks up on what you're saying. He goes, "No, I haven't heard anything from those about that gang in particular. It's kind of weird, ain't it?"
Okay, so it's been pretty quiet, like too quiet on that front.
He goes, "Yes, they should be totally asking for something." In his stereotypical Barrens accent, I'm sure that he has, because he lives in the Barrens.
Okay, cool.
Since I cannot get an accent for it to save my life.
That's no worries. Okay, I'll pass that round, and Redback's got something.
Redback probably knows the major human trafficking people better than I do, as I kind of don't know all of them very well.
Neither do I, but cool.
She knows several people who could in fact be buying.
The big ones, I think, would be the whole Yakuza Bunraku thing, Taminus, which would be the ghoul human trafficker organ legger smuggling ring, and I feel like I'm forgetting one, but those are the two big ones that come to mind.
You said the folks were healthy looking, right?
That is what was said.
Well, so that doesn't really discount either. Okay.
One thing you do notice is that they are not particularly targeting.
Not particularly targeting.
Moment of silence again.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that my freaking thing inverted my mute. I'm sorry.
I have no idea why it does that.
You have that issue too?
Yeah.
I'm going to check my Skype here actually to fix that, because that's just starting to annoy me now. Let's see.
Does my fixer Walnuts know anything? He would know anything if it were related to the port.
He probably doesn't. Not anything more than what you've heard so far.
Got it.
These guys are apparently keeping it on the down low who they are selling to.
All right.
That's a little more disconcerting. That shows a level of competence.
Well,
Yeah.
even if they have tight lips, I know a way to make them talk.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's, what do we do? Go talk to the locals? Anybody got, I don't know, some scouting gear?
What's your classification of scouting gear?
Well, either someone who doesn't mind getting shot at, or someone that has something that they don't mind getting shot at.
I don't mind being shot at.
You might scare. Actually, you might not scare the locals.
Or might scare the locals just enough.
I mean,
Right.
I'm great if you need me to sneak in somewhere, but without a somewhere,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we gotta
sort of
find
Ghost,
a van.
That's
we're not
That's
really
Ghost's
clear on
skill set
what
as well.
we're looking at.
yeah.
Mr. GM Face, I like that one, Amazon. Is there any location data that can be pulled off the images, or are we just kind of searching for a van?
Muted,
Sorry,
maybe.
I didn't quite catch that.
Is there the images of the van? Is there any chance of pulling location data from them, or are we sort of searching an area for a van?
You can find the dossier that you have. Will
All right.
the exact locations that these guys were doing things. You note that it's getting close to night, actually.
Is that their preferred time of operation, I presume?
Yes.
Shall we
Right,
head
how
out?
about-
See what we can see.
What about if we go out in two? Yeah, one vehicle or two.
I generally find 2 is better.
Okay, well, I can go out. I can take my Jeep out.
My truck can drive.
All right, we'll leave the sedan here. You probably don't, it might stand out in the barrens a bit too much. You happy with that, Amazon?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically a Mark II generic car. No one's really going to question it.
Right, okay.
But I'm thinking definitely the truck would be a solid option.
Generic car 2.0. Even more generic.
Hey, if you want to take your wheels out instead of mine, be my guest.
You got a smuggling compartment?
Yep.
Awesome, we'll use yours.
Okay. Smuggling compartment, smooth chips, morphin license plate.
Good, you're not a complete greenie. I like that. Good shit. All right.
All right, who's going with whom?
Well,
got two
how?
s-
Go on.
2 seats in the Toyota and what, 5 in the Jeep?
Jeep's got 4.
4.
I'm just checking that seating, double verifying on the table real quick. 3, actually. But GM can say that I take up 2.
Big ass
So
troll.
choose.
And that's are you in your own car or
Yeah, that's my truck.
you don't?
You guys work out the seating. I'm going to make a call real quick.
No
do not-
worries.
two of your own vehicle seats because the hub doesn't use human adjustment.
It should be adjusted for you.
So because
Okay.
it's your own vehicle, it is considered that you probably have at some point as part of your lifestyle costs bought a bigger seat.
Understood. So yeah, I've got room for 2 more.
No, we don't. We want to get. If we're going to do this, we want to work in pairs. Either work as one group or we work in pairs. Let's not leave somebody on their lonesome. That's just gonna.
Math wasn't your strong
I don't
point. There's
really
a 2
want-
and a 3.
Work is what.
Yeah, I thought we had 5.
All right,
Okay, man.
casting drone. You get in this car.
Yeah, I was going to say we have only got 4 runners here, so 2 and a 2.
Oh, there's only 4. Oh yeah, because the
Oh,
Okay,
I was
I'm right.
counting
you're
5.
right.
2 and 2. Let's do it.
oh, Christ Almighty. Okay. All right. Well, I'll bail with Ghost.
Okay. Alright, these Amazon and Strod to go in the pickup.
Flash bings are there on the triple. He has flash bings like you would not believe.
Yeah. Ghost
He's trying to offload some, actually.
Ghost will say,
This is why I always give you the good vodka, Vadim. I'll pick them up later.
Right, yeah.
Alright.
Well,
nice.
shall we continue, gentlemen? Well,
That's
hang on,
technically
ladies.
1/3 the time for that, which I think is an hour. So I'm going to just say he probably actually has them and actually has a shipment right now. So whenever you need to get them, you could probably go over and buy as many as you need.
Once we have broken for the night to rest up before day 2.
All right. So you guys have split up into 2 cars, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is there any sort of specific pattern you're going in, or are you just trying to just troll for people?
I think this first night, let's get the lay of the land. Let's see what we can see if we actually catch any, catch sight of this bulldog or any of this gang. Let's just mark them up, tag them in AR, get the lay of the land. That's probably the sense.
Well, we can also do the speak the universal language to the locals.
What, New Year?
Yeah. No, a thumb.
And if they don't take that, we can always just pick up Bliss or Zen from one of the local dealers and pay them in that. I keep a few hits of those on me just in case.
Nice.
Either works. Alright, let's do this thing.
All right. So you guys are kind of trolling through there, and can I get a group edge check? Everyone who's out there.
Ghost puts in.
Oh wait, no, that worked.
So 2, 4, 6 in total.
And what was the split again?
Ghost, Redback in the Jeep.
We actually
and
have 7.
Shrod in the pickup.
We have
Alright.
3
7.
for Ghost and Redback, 4 for Amazon and Strahd.
Cool. You guys, every now and then you see people, but it's like people who notice that they've been seen, duck out, like try and duck back into cover. Like, if you guys drive by, you see people scatter, like they, or the sound of vehicles are scattering them. Strahd and Amazon, however, in their thing, they drive by an area and they hear what sounds like someone shouting very authoritatively, and some sounds of people being scared and other normal signs that something is not right going on.
Maximum 7-hit audio perception with a select sound filter.
Nice.
Nice.
You hear the start of time itself.
What are you filtering? Oh, you're shouting, but what they're shouting.
Yeah, so I can pick up the different strains and filter out the engine noise if it's loud.
All right. With that, you probably don't need to filter out the engine noise. You do, because that's how sound filter works. But the various people are crying and wailing, and you hear what sounds like a guy saying, "Get on the ground! Don't fucking move, or I will blow your brains out." And then a little while later, "Get into the fragging van, you fragging idiot."
Well, I'm going to immediately report this to the team. Can I tell which direction it's coming from with my 7 hits?
Yes.
I'm going to indicate that and suggest that we may have just had a lucky hit.
All right, let's trail it.
Strahd, Strahd will go wherever that he's telling.
You turn
With
the
the
corner.
vehicle.
By the time you guys get around to where you think that sound's coming from, you see what looks to be a GMC Bulldog in the distance driving off. This being where it is, I'm going to say that if you guys are going to try and pursue it, it is a handling environment because this is a very rundown urban blight situation.
Do you want one off my Jeep, or is it only for Shrod's pickup at the moment?
It is
I don't know
only
how.
to pick up for the moment.
Cool.
Amazon
Coolio.
has, unless someone else wants to take the lead on this, has suggested a solution, which is, first of all, let's find out if it's running silent. Is it within 100 meters, by the way?
Of you? Yes.
Yes.
You do not see a icon for this man. No. Did you hear me? Wanted to make sure of that
Yes.
because
We are attempting to matrix perceive it to get its icon.
all right. I'm gonna say. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's Strahd and Amazon, right?
Yes.
It's outside of the 100 for Redback, but I'm gonna say that if I remember correctly, it's if you know one thing about it. Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second here.
If all else fails, if all else fails, I can safely drop to VR, wander over there, and do it over there.
If
Yeah,
Was my
Amazon's
2
flagged
successes enough for pursuit?
Give me 1 moment.
Go gadget truck. Nice.
I am doing 6 things at once right now.
That's why they pay you the big bucks, buddy.
I don't like it, not at all. And Tremor is, of course, loading as slow as possible. Alrighty here.
AFK 26.
You can see the truck. And it is a persona.
Rig truck, guys.
Can you mark it?
Coming up.
Hey, not with that attitude, Strahd. Look up. Let's see. Do we want to use Rigor 5 rules? Should I use the Rigor 5 rules for pursuit? Which I think is mostly still core. I think I should, because why not?
I have no idea what those rules are, so it's going to all be on you.
That handling is just going to go through the feckin' roof of the rig truck.
Yeah, it's successes versus successes, basically.
Alright.
All we need to do is keep Redback within 100 meters, long enough to get a mark. Once that's done, it doesn't matter if they're running silent or if they're out of range, because the mark will keep us vision on them.
Have you got any tracer rounds?
Nope.
Bollocks. If this goes to day 2, I can grab some, but I would love to have some at the moment.
Quick question: Is Redback open a? Is Redback what do you call that? Is Redback running live or quiet?
That would be running silent.
Yes, I'm sorry. Are you run silent or no?
Yes.
Already.
That's hack on the fly for.
Yep. I was supposed to roll that as a GM roll, but it's actually the best luck any hacker has had on my table so far. Just so you know.
I take all credit for my leadership.
Nice.
Actually rolling any leadership dice.
Smooth, yeah.
And,
it's marked.
1 second here for the what I was going to do here. Let's see.
Once I get that notice that we're off the clock, I'm going to stop pursuit.
No, we're on the clock.
Or that's what I meant, that we've got a mark. Once I know that we've got a mark, I'm going to stop hot pursuit.
As soon as you basically start chasing this dude, he peels out of there. Like scalded cat level peels out of there.
Yeah, as I see him pull 4 successes away from me, I stop pursuit. As I said, good thing we've got that mark.
There is no stop pursuit about this. You don't pursue him. he does some crazy turns, some corners, and pulls way out of there. You lost pursuit of him way before they even got him marked.
Oh wow. Okay.
4 successes.
This may be related to the hilarity of that the speed of a vehicle is increased by a rigger.
Yes, but this is a handling
Means-
environment, so we use the handling instead of the speed.
Yeah, which is also increased by the rigger.
Yes. Which isn't too far-fetched if you think about what a
handling increase makes perfect sense. The fact that you can make a Dodge Scoot go faster than a sports car by rigging it is ridiculous.
overclocking, bro.
Right, if we've got marking it and we're tracking it though, we're still going to have to keep going. We just want to now
You
try
have
and
yes.
all right.
Yeah, just not trying to beat it in a race. That's all.
Yeah, I actually probably want to drive fairly subtly, like not stealthy but unobtrusively. So if there's any other gang that have got eyes, they don't see two vehicles homing in on this.
Let's check out the place they just hit. Redback, I'm going to trust you to keep that mark up and possibly get us whatever it takes to get a trace on them.
I'll keep moving with Redback. You two check out where they just hit, because we might need to move.
Roger that. Make sure you don't run into any traps or anything.
Yeah.
Srad's going to send her 2 fly spies over to their vehicle and to go with them so that she can have kind of eyes over there and eyes for them if they need it.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize you have fly spies. That's useful.
Oh, right. I think I picked Srod because I think it was mentioned that she was kind of a rigger, or driver, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, a little bit.
That may have been kind of
Serviceable. Yeah, driver, no. But fly spy rigger, yes.
That may have been kind of the part of the reason why that character got chosen. All right. So you have fly spies in the area. You guys get there. Is Redback going to try and put another mark on? Because you need two
No,
marks.
I don't need to two for trace. My bad.
Damn, how do you have almost 20 dice in that? That's pretty crazy.
Code Slinger. What else?
It's
I'm
actually
just-
not that hard to get them that high.
No,
Code
not for hack on the
Slinger.
fly. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
suppose.
Code Slinger, Hot Sim.
Yeah, but you've also got -2 because you're in running silent, though.
Oh, sorry. You're right. That should be 16. Knock 2 off
So
the end.
7.
All right, you do not have a. You actually have been marked. You're pretty sure because you get a mark.
Well, you should probably try to kill that mark before they matrix perceive you.
That
Yep.
would be something he does next turn. And fun fact: as soon as you get marked, they can matrix perceive you, and you don't get a defense.
Yep.
He knows where Elvander is as soon as he does his matrix perception, which he does his turn.
Knows where in the matrix, but
Yes.
Oh.
Wow, that was actually a really good roll. And now it's actually, can I get initiative here? I'm just gonna go with this real quick as initiative for what we're doing.
Just for the Matrix, right?
Yes, because this probably needs to get actually resolved. Wow, that was terrible. That's just wow.
1 second.
Double one.
All right. And now it is Redback again then, because it's the start of the initiative again. And last one in this pass here.
I gotta wipe the mark before I can hide, don't I?
And to wipe the mark, you need to get 3 marks. Because wiping marks is BS. In 5e.
Oh shit, that's what I meant to pick up.
Can also, by the way, can I have the ability to sketch on the table so I can put cyber deck attributes out there?
You don't have the ability to do that? Let me make sure I'm on the... I got everything right here.
I got it.
should be able to do so.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I was trying outside that box. Never mind. It's early.
And you don't get a mark on this guy.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
God damn it.
All right. And then top of the Matrix initiative pass here. So let's read. He either does something in the Matrix that you don't know or can't see. So he appears to just kind of sit there in the Matrix. So top of the initiative pass. Let's roll initiative again. Well, that's a little better.
Yes.
The persona gestures at you and does some weird motions with his hands. And can you resist that with willpower plus firewall?
Take amounts of bullshit.
What are you talking about? No. No.
How is this guy resisting these hack on the flies with so much?
Well, he did not get his third pass and had roughly the same initiative, so he actually